stores here. Today we're going to start work on this Dino Fury pink, Soldier pink, whatever you prefer. And you might say, you already have one. I do, and it's large, and someone wants to buy it. So I figured it would be the best time to replace it. This is going to be hopefully more in size to what it should be. It might be a little too big still, but it's much smaller than the other one is. So looking forward to it. Really nice model is 3D Command Center, of course. And shouldn't be too hard to get this looking good. So let's get to it. Okay, got the chin epoxy sculpt. Probably gonna do some spot putty here in a little bit, and then we'll let that dry, and then we'll start sanding because there is some under extrusion on the top. So I want to get a layer of something on that before we sand it, or else we'll start ripping it up. But that's the plan. Okay, got that sanded. We're gonna hit it with some filler primer now and see what we need to fill and all that, but it's looking pretty good so far. Okay, gonna put some primer on here and see what we're working with. All right, we're gonna let this dry, then we'll get back to seeing what we need to fill in. Okay, we are going to sand. We sold pink here. I just put a little bit more spot putty on places that didn't look good. Some on the back. Other than that, we should be able to do this, prime it, and it might be on the wet sanding because she's looking pretty nice. But we'll see. Okay, I think she's looking good. I'm probably gonna put a little bit more filler on the chin. It's got some divots. But other than that, I think we're good to go. I mean, of course, we'll see after we prime it what it looks like, but that's the game plan. Okay, we're gonna put a primer on here. I did the chin again. If this looks good after that, maybe it's time to wet sand. We'll see. Okay, I think that looks really good. There's a couple places around the eye, right here and stuff. I'll get in with the X-Acto knife and just shave it off. It's just a little bit of glazing putty that overflowed, overflowed. Jesus, that was something. I'm sorry. So we're gonna let this dry. We'll do that, and then I'm gonna say we might be ready to wet sand. She looks pretty good. Don't really see any layer lines or anything, so that's what counts. Hopefully. I mean, you'll be able to see some. It's not really much I can do about some spots, but I think we're looking good. All right, we're gonna wet sand this your Soldier pink. I think it's looking good. It should be all right. Those are dead spiders. There's like all kind of like little baby spiders everywhere. I don't know. Wild stuff happening in the garage, but yep, we'll wet sand this, and then I got some wild fluorescent pink, but it's Krylon. Everything else I use is Rust-Oleum, and you should never really mix your paints unless you test them. I'm testing this on some spoons out there right now. I just put it over uh, the primer, see what that does. And maybe I'll test putting the silver over it. That's the only other thing I'd probably spray on here, I think. And then we'll test the clear on it. Not sure. We'll see. But I think this is really cool. I'll see if Rust-Oleum has one. This just had this at the store when I was getting primer. I was like, ooh. But it's looking pretty, so that's possible. I don't know. Like none of the Rust-Oleum pinks like pop enough. Like I got that Mambo pink, I think it is, or berry pink. Berry pink. That's it. This is what I used on my old Soldier pink. You can't really tell on the camera, but and this was fine. This was fine. I'm probably gonna use this on my Ninja Steel White if I ever get around to finish masking it. It's been sitting there for 2 weeks. So I don't know. But all the other pinks aren't that great. There's another one too. I don't know what it's called. This is magenta. But I ran out of it, and the other pink was the berry pink was the only thing they had. But I used the berry pink on my Morphin pink, I'm pretty sure. I have to triple check, and that worked fine. So, again, let's get this wet sander first, and we'll worry about that. Okay, so I decided we're gonna go with this Krylon fluorescent. Oh boy, that was embarrassing. Fluorescent paint. Here's our spoon test. Doot, doot, doot. I don't know if you can see that, but the top, that is our Rust-Oleum filler primer. And then some of this fluorescent pink. And then Rust-Oleum clear coat. And she looks pretty good for a spoon. And I didn't have any issues with that. And this end we have our fluorescent pink, and then some Rust-Oleum silver. And it seems okay. You know, this is what's important. Like on the edges there, I think paint just got in there weird. But I do have some Krylon silver, so if I really am hesitant about it, we could certainly do that. And I could get a can of Krylon gloss too. I'm not too worried about that. Just to be safe, you really shouldn't mix paints unless you test them. We tested them, kind of. I don't know if sitting for a week, you think it'd be better, right? Also didn't drench it with paint, so I don't know. We're definitely gonna do the pink, and we're gonna see what happens. So here we go. Okay, I might leave that be. There's a couple places where it didn't cover very well. That's where the silver's going to be. So I don't think it's that big of a deal. We've got one little run on the back and one on one of the spikes. But other than that, I know it looks orange on the screen here, but it's not. It's hard to see. Like, it hurts my eyes. I can't focus on it or something. I don't know. I think it should be okay. It's a shadow. Yeah, so. Alright, we'll let it dry and then we will decide if we want to take a chance with silver or not. Well, we'll get Krylon maybe. Try that, but I don't know. We'll see. Okay, you're probably thinking, what happened? Well, it looked bad. I couldn't get all the spots covered where there was some of the plastic showing, so it looked uneven. So what we did, we just let it dry for a week. I coated it in primer like Thursday or something. give it a uniform color. So when we put the pink over it, it should just be like one pretty light coat. Should cover most of it, I hope. But I think this is gonna look better. If it doesn't, then we will just go to the pink we used on the old one and call it a day. But here we go. Okay, I'm gonna let this dry. I still don't know. Like, the back looks good. It kind of looks splotchy to me, but I don't know if it's just like so bright it hurts my eyes. I can't focus correctly. And the front kind of looks orange again. I did what the can suggested, put it on over a base white coat, so I don't know. And we went pretty light. I thought at least. Runs, I don't know. I don't know what to do. Maybe I'll try to get these runs off and then spray it again in a little bit, but we'll see. Okay, friends, I'm gonna be honest. Not liking this. Not liking this. I got the runs off the best I could. Another coat on it. And it just looks terrible here now. So I think what we're gonna do is just wet sand these rough spots here where the paint's odd. And then we will just do what we should have did in the beginning and just use the berry pink, I think that's what we used in the last one. So I think that's the game plan. I don't know. It's just weird. Weird paint. Hey, we tried something. We tried and we didn't like it. And I think the important thing is we tried. Sometimes you get pretty complacent in life and you won't try anything different. And then you die. But we tried something new. And it failed. But I'm going to do that. Might prime it again. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what it's looking like. But we're definitely just going to use some berry pink on it. So you probably see that step next. So stay tuned. All right. We're going to try again with some berry pink paint. See how it looks. It looks better on camera than it does in person, but I'm not liking it. We're just gonna try again. So here we go. Okay, I think it looks a little better. It's still not quite the right color. I don't know. It's gonna have to do. But probably do another light coat here in a little bit, but other than that, I think we're gonna move on to doing the silver next. So gonna let it dry for a week at least then. Especially since we have like 19 layers of paint on this, so it's gonna make me a little nervous. But we'll see what happens. That's all we can do. So stay tuned. Put silver on this Russell pink. Probably masked it terribly because I was distracted, but we'll see what happens. All right, that went all right. We're gonna let it dry, and then we're gonna hand paint the eyes and the black. Then we'll do the fine lines, and hopefully it's okay. The back looks all right. If this doesn't run, golden. All right, I apologize for my messy bench here. We will get it clean, hopefully soon. I need a day off to do it, but we'll get there. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna fine line Russell pink here. I gotta see what color the eyes are. I don't remember. I think they're blue. But we'll do the blue and the black up here. And other than fine line, we should be good. There is a couple spots I missed with the silver. Under here was really bad, but I filled it with acrylic. But I need to do up in here, it looks like, too. So that's the plan. Hopefully it all goes well. And we'll be ready to clear coat. But let's get to it. Gonna let that black dry. We'll do another coat so it's dark enough. And I just put spray paint on a sponge and did up in here. There's a little weird texture down here for some reason. And under here, not sure what. And we'll probably fill this in a little bit better. But other than that, I think it's looking good. I think it's looking good. The eyes look good. We'll touch up that silver at the top there and stuff. That we'll need a fine marker for that for sure, but other than that, I think it's looking pretty mean. So I'll let that dry and we will move on to clear coating. It's way too hot to do it today. I've been having a terrible time with clear coats in this humidity. I think that's the problem. I was working on SPD blue for a customer and I don't know, it got real weird and bubbly and terrible. I sent it all off. I think we're getting it fixed though. But still, we'll do that in the morning when it's a little cooler. So, okay, I think we're good. I'm gonna clear coat this. I've been using a tack cloth lately before I clear and paint sometimes just to get all the dust off because these sit in the garage here for weeks. Like this back has been sitting over there for probably 3 weeks. And we get dust and spider webs all through it and stuff. I just killed 3 giant spiders in this damn thing. But these are nice. You can get them at Walmart and automotive stuff. They're just kind of tacky. And you can use them for a good bit. But just do that all over it. That way you don't get any dust or debris. Room to clear. But that's the goal. I think this is looking good. I mean, a couple little issue areas that is more so me getting used to using the glazing putty all over it. I just need to crisp up my lines a little bit. But I think it's gonna look better than my old one. And I still have it, so I'll show you that when we're done. I should be able to get this done before I ship that one out. So let's get to it. Okay, I think the front turned out okay. Took one little run over here and a little bit there. I think that should be okay. The back, I don't know, like maybe I was too close, or maybe it's just like the angle of it just started running immediately. So we'll let it dry. Maybe we'll sand the back down and re-gloss it. I should have put some glazing putty on the back. I'm not happy with the layer lines I can see. But, we're pretty pot committed at this point, so. But other than that, I think it's looking good. It's looking good. Like I said, the front should be fine. I can at least move on with that once it dries. Tomorrow I can put the visor in for sure. And we'll decide what we're gonna do with the back. I was working on SPD blue for a customer, and for some reason, the second coat of clear just started bubbling. So I let it dry. I sanded it all down with like 1,000 grit. Well, I started with 600 wet, and then up to 1,000, and then I re-glossed it, and it is pretty. So it's salvageable. Definitely gonna think about what to do with the back. Again, we gotta let it dry and see what it looks like. It's hard to tell, but everything's still kind of wet. But that's the game plan, and see you at the next step. All right, we're going to put the visor in here, and the magnets, and elastic. I'm not sure the order these are kind of come out in, but you saw my Change Mermaid. Some foam. We're gonna put some foam in there for some padding, make it fit better, make it not, move, sit better on your head. We got up in the game here. Just doing the best we can with how terrible we are at this. And we'll do the visor here. Pretty simple visor with these, since you can put the paper flat against it, make a pattern. You can flip it, do the other side, call it a day. So we're gonna make 3 patterns. You could try to make these flush, but I think they look fine from the back. I think they're supposed to be behind, so they're like knight armor. How they have the face guards, but you do you. It's your life. It's your helmet. So that's what we're gonna do. Shouldn't be too bad. I'm gonna make magnets. I'm upset about that. I hate making magnets. I need to find a better way. But there's not really a better way. I've tried things. I don't know. Someone sent me some latches to put in there. I'm curious to try them. I'm gonna print them on my little printer once I get it work. Right now, all 4 of my printers are either clogged or not working. So it's catch-up time. But I knocked out these 17 I'm working on. But that's not the purpose of this video. I'm sorry. Visor, magnets, elastic, padding. So let's go. Okay, ran out of time this morning. Plus my glue gun needs plugged back in. I don't have a cord over here, so we're getting there. I got a little glue on the bottom of that one. Real kind of bummed about that, but it should be okay. And we'll tighten some stuff up here. See, that's a little loose, but we can glue it down. We'll get there. I'll get them all in first, and then we'll tweak it. So get back to this afternoon, and we'll get it finished. All right, that is Dino Pink finished. So I might put new magnets in this. These ones don't really seem to be able to hold with the foam. I think I figured out why today. I finished some other helmets today, and I super glued the magnets in and didn't cover them with hot glue like I do these, so they actually connect better, whereas these just barely connect, and then there's, you know, glue between the magnets, so it's not as strong. So I replaced magnets. They're just hot glued in, so we'll be able to rip them out super easy. But I really enjoy how this helmet turned out. Another beautiful model by 3D Command Center for sure. Much better than my old one. Here's my old one. If I can pick it up here. So this is my old one. And I printed it a little big. I still think this is tiny big, but this thing is rather large. I'm actually sending this to a new home. I was just waiting to finish this video. I mean, they kind of look the same size, but trust me, they're not. They don't look the same size. They kind of do. I don't know. But this is the old one. And it's a nice helmet. It's still nice. But this new one is beautiful. So happy about it. I wish I could find like maybe a better pink color. I'm not really sure like how to get that color pink that it is on the show. As you saw, we tried a different neon pink, and that failed miserably. So if anyone has any suggestions, let me know. We'll look into it for sure. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this build. Check me out on Instagram and Twitter for daily build pictures. I have a TikTok now. It's Stickosaurus, same as YouTube. Kind of just post teasers and like quick videos. I mean, if you want to watch whole video, the links in my bio and all that, you know, that kind of stuff. And I'll probably do like quick little showing all helmets of one team I got and stuff like that, which I think would be pretty cool. I just haven't gotten around there yet. I'm planning on putting up shelves for my toys over there, so I'm going to clean out all this just to get the shelves in and put it back in. So it's going to be a whole thing. But yeah, if there's anything you want to see, let me know. I can try to make it. I've got a lot in the works for sure. There's 2 fan-suggested helmets literally printing right now. So look forward to that. Yeah, thanks for watching and have a nice day.